Welcome to my channel. The story begins with a scene that sounds more like a movie than real life. A civilian woman alone in the cockpit, forced to land an aircraft that most wouldn't even dare to taxi on the runway. The passengers are silent, the crew incapacitated, and the sky ahead stretches endlessly. But what happened after she landed was even more astonishing. Two F-22 Raptor pilots who had scrambled to escort her didn't say a word when she touched down safely. Instead, they spoke her call sign in solemn silence, a rare act of respect in the aviation world. To understand why this event became legendary, we need to explore not only her courage but also the incredible machine she managed to bring down safely, and the technology that made it possible. The aircraft she was flying wasn't your average private jet or commercial liner. It was a mid-sized turbofan aircraft built for precision, reliability, and control even under extreme stress. These planes are designed with redundant flight control systems, meaning if one system fails, backup systems automatically take over, preventing total loss of control. The flight deck, or cockpit, was equipped with fly-by-wire technology, a digital interface that translates pilot inputs into electronic signals to move control surfaces. It's the same principle used in fighter jets, allowing smoother, safer operation. For a civilian with minimal flight hours, this system can make the difference between disaster and survival. The design of the aircraft's cockpit also played a massive role. Modern aviation prioritizes human-machine interaction, ensuring even non-pilots can quickly understand basic controls under emergency guidance. Each instrument is color-coded, green for normal operations, amber for caution, and red for danger. In moments of panic, this visual design helps focus attention on what truly matters. The woman in this story managed to grasp that instinctively, following air traffic control instructions with stunning calmness. They guided her through flaps adjustment, throttle control, and descent rate. And each time, she responded like someone who'd done it 100 times before. When she began her final approach, her heart was racing, but the plane's systems were doing their job perfectly. The landing gear deployed smoothly thanks to the hydraulic redundancy. Even if one pump had failed, the secondary system ensured operation. As she lowered altitude, she relied heavily on the autopilot's glide path alignment, a feature that maintains correct approach angles by referencing GPS and onboard sensors. In high-tension situations, this kind of automation becomes the lifeline between control and catastrophe. On the ground, the F-22 Raptors were already airborne. Their mission was simple: keep eyes on the situation. These fifth-generation stealth fighters are built for air dominance, capable of supersonic flight without afterburners, advanced radar systems that can track multiple targets, and maneuverability unmatched in the skies. But today they weren't preparing for combat. They were witnesses to something that rarely happens: a civilian pulling off a feat usually reserved for trained aviators. The Raptor circled above as she guided her plane toward the runway, engines humming steadily. The F-22's advanced sensor suite fed data to ground control, confirming her trajectory, altitude, and speed. It was an extraordinary collaboration. Human intuition and cutting-edge aerospace technology working together in perfect sync. When the tires finally touched down, the aircraft's weight shifted perfectly across the landing gear struts. The anti-skid braking system engaged automatically, ensuring balance and preventing tire bursts even under panic braking. Every mechanical sound echoed the triumph of design and engineering, a moment where technology saved lives not through force, but through precision. The F-22 pilots, watching from above, had seen thousands of landings in their careers, but this one was different. The silence on their comms channel spoke volumes. In the world of fighter pilots, silence is reverence. When one of them finally said her call sign, it wasn't a command or acknowledgement. It was an honor, a gesture reserved for those who've done the impossible. To understand why they reacted this way, it's important to grasp the culture of aviation. Pilots, whether military or civilian, are bound by a deep respect for skill, courage, and calm under pressure. In this woman's case, she didn't just save herself, she preserved the lives of everyone on board. The composure required to manage throttle, flaps, and pitch control without formal training is extraordinary. The F-22 pilots, trained to handle split-second decisions at Mach speeds, recognized that same instinct in her actions. Looking deeper into the technology, both aircraft, the one she landed and the Raptors, represent the pinnacle of their respective designs. The civilian jet is built for stability and comfort, with composite materials that reduce drag and improve fuel efficiency. Its twin-engine layout ensures balanced thrust even if one fails, a crucial feature during emergencies. The avionics suite integrates real-time weather data, collision avoidance, and terrain awareness systems, all designed to support pilot situational awareness. Meanwhile, the F-22's flight control surfaces use thrust vectoring, allowing it to maneuver vertically, roll faster, and dominate any aerial engagement. Yet despite their vastly different purposes, both share one core philosophy: control through precision engineering. After she landed, the investigation team reviewed every system log, every cockpit recording. What they found amazed even the most experienced investigators. She had managed to maintain correct approach speed, aligned perfectly with the runway heading, and executed a textbook flare, the upward pitch at the final moment that cushions the landing. The autopilot had assisted, but her hands were steady throughout. This wasn't luck. It was human instinct amplified by design brilliance. The engineers who built the aircraft never imagined such a scenario, but their work ensured survival when everything else failed. The story became an instant sensation in aviation circles. Pilots across the world discussed her composure. Engineers highlighted the role of system redundancy, and flight instructors used the event as a teaching example. The moment the F-22 pilot spoke, her call sign became symbolic, a bridge between civilian courage and military respect. It represented something timeless in aviation, that no matter how advanced technology becomes, the human spirit remains at the center of every flight. What makes this story so captivating isn't just the technical marvels or the heroic narrative. It's the seamless blend of both. Aviation is one of the few fields where art and engineering coexist, where courage meets computation. Every aircraft, from a sleek passenger jet to a stealth fighter, tells a story of human innovation. And in that moment, when she guided the plane to safety, she didn't just land an aircraft, she landed hope. Trust and a reminder that the sky, no matter how vast, always rewards those who dare to face it with calm determination. When the F-22 pilots later met her, they didn't salute or offer long speeches. They simply nodded, a gesture heavy with meaning. Because sometimes, the highest form of respect doesn't need words. It only needs silence and the echo of a call sign spoken by those who truly understand what it means to fly.